welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina and Wake Forest Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Hurricanes ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Demon Deacons offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. Found the end zone a couple of times in his last game, just under 100 yards on the ground. Drops back on first down. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. The give to the left side. Could be an alley. He's inside the 40. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Demon Deacons just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Caught on the RPO. At the 20, he's got space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, what a start for this offense. That's what you kind of want, man. You want to get in a rhythm. You want to get in the flow. Now, you don't expect 3 plays and 3 first downs, but they'll absolutely take it. But coming out the gates with energy, with passion, executing at a really high level.
Got his man. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense complete.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wake.
And it's not a surprise on this first possession that they put the ball in the quarterback's hands and let him run it. This dude can fly. Palmer, I know it's the first possession, but sometimes it's hard to really understand how fast guys are until you see them on the field. It didn't look like they got it on that first possession.
No, Dave, we were talking to their defensive coaching staff this week, and they thought they had a good plan on paper to slow this guy down, but you're right, it's a different thing once you get out there on game day, and they're going to have to make some adjustments right now because you know this defense, I know it's early, but they're already reeling because of that guy's speed.
So Miami's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
Well, it's interesting. You talk to this coaching staff, and they don't make any bones about it, David. They say the strength of our offense is the right side of our offensive line. We've got a right guard and a right tackle that we feel can physically dominate and overmatch opposing defenses, and they know that's going to be a big key for them in this game today.
Yeah, and trust me, the defensive side, we talked about it as well over there. Like, they know short yardage situations when they need it, when they gotta have it. They want to go to the right side. So interested to watch how the defense counter punches that, maybe brings more bodies or blitzes on that side to not let them get too aggressive and take advantage of that great right guard and right tackle.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And obviously it's still early in this football game, but after giving up a touchdown on the first drive and then coming out, like, the worst thing you can do as an offense is go 3 and out and put your defense right back on the field. So that was a big third down to kind of settle them down and give them some more opportunities.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Straight ahead, it's Compton. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Hurricanes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He fought them off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. They give it back to him. Knocked down immediately.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Got it inside the 15. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that one.
The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Fires to the tight end. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Sees an alley. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Under pressure. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Here comes the field goal unit. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Oh, he missed it, no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Snaps it, they'll throw to... Back to pass on second down. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Miami. And they turn it into a defensive score. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Between the hashes, it's Ross. He's loose down the middle. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And here's the return. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals. Yeah,
because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a crease to the left. Pass to 6. At midfield, he's got room. Speeding down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Canes.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. If you like scoring, this one's for you. Already 21-14, and now they'll try to answer. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete. Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. 22, move. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. That was about as exciting a first quarter as you could possibly have. Numbers are impressive as we look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Fresh set of downs going up top. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wants to throw again. Just a short pass to the tight end. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Second and long here. Sends it back in motion. Second down, gonna throw it. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's got the tight end. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Demon Deacons, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Throws for the tight end. And that one's incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
They'll need a bunch on second down. He'll set up to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on first and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. Turning it on. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. From the gun, it's Edwards. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Long way to go on second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
They'll ride the hot hand. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Looking for a man. It's Henderson. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. That one's not even close. There's a Demon Deacon still down on the field, and they'll stop play to have him looked at. Week 12, you get through this far, you just hate to see it. We'll have Holly check on this injury a bit later on. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Demon Deacons will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Hey guys, here on the away team sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
They'll run it to the right side. Oh, he's got some space. Run ends there.
Man, this guy has had a tremendous season. When you're getting mentioned for the Heisman Trophy as a true freshman running back, that is absolutely insane. And you've seen it all throughout the years. The big plays, the explosiveness, the speed. This guy has been unbelievable.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Looking for the marker. Got a little grass. Getting up close to midfield. Gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Enough to move the chains. There he goes. Touchdown, Canes. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're
looking for a huge play. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. 2nd and long here. He's looking to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Rush is on. He's sacked. This defense all over him. So Miami signals for a timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And the Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 35. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Here on the away team sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. They give it to him again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Carr. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Wake Forest. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? They'll try it over the left side. Got enough for the first down. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Makes a move. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
The Hurricanes head coach told me at the half, their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
All right, Holly. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Fires to the big fella. He's stopping. He's got enough to move the chain.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Off play action on first down. Left side is Tyler. He's loose. He's at the and he scores. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Well, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, here on the Hurricanes sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. There he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The run inside. It's Compton. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Trying to slip through and pick it up. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Henderson. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
3rd and long right here. Now they'll run it to the right here. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. The Canes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. We'll send the tight end in motion. To the ground. He's got it again. Knocked down in the backfield. And boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
Moving out to the right. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it all the way down to the 3 before they get him.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his hand down and...
Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the stomping has commenced. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Out wide left, it's Barry. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards now.
The play fake. Caught, it's Ross. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots. And that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now. And he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Wants to throw it. Slings it downfield. And wings it incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss.
Runs through a man. He might have space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Demon Deacons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback will keep it. They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To the air, it's Archer. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
On the run, it's Rodgers. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Now they'll try the right side. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Always impressive to grind through in the late season and get a solid victory, and now it just keeps rolling as we turn our attention to what's in store for next week. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Give to the running back. Turning it on. He's got the 1st down. At the 20. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Trying the left side. Maybe some room. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Miami. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Keep it on the ground. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively.
He's going to take a shot. Goes high to pull it in. Touchdown, Wake. What's he This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass.
Number 90, set to advance on the football.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box because of your...
space, and they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Needs it. Sees some running room. There he goes. Past the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Canes. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Guys, down here on the Wake Forest sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Quick give. It's Edwards. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on second and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable third down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in second and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
RPO complete. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that third down here on the third play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB. Good rhythm. This offense now has got it going. They need to pay this thing off, but that was a big one, no question.
The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Edwards.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Left side, it's Ross. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. And the Demon Deacons go back to work after moving the chains through the air. To the air, it's Archer. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
The Demon Deacons are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. And man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.